revenge of what now is gone. Back to you to fight another day. I'll go on and on and on and on. I'll face it, the demons I created with every last...
Welcome back to Figure Wars. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful video here today. This is Top 4 for SmackDown, Episode 10. Can't believe we were on Episode 10 of SmackDown. Not a lot to seem to you guys, but it is a lot to seem to me. But, guys, this was a pretty decent SmackDown. Just let me give the ranking before I, give... my top 4 moments on SmackDown. I give the show a 8 out of 10. I think it was decent. Don't mind these figures over here. Go check out my Instagram if you want to know what those figures are for. And, yeah. And, let's get into top 4 for Raw. Top 4 for SmackDown. So here we go. Number 4 is Sasha Banks and Bayley. So what happens is they were sitting ringside, and then Nikki Cross comes out of nowhere, and Bayley said, "You want a match? You want a match? How about Bayley?" So she keeps putting Bayley in these situations, and then taking on Nikki Cross last night. Sasha Banks did defeat Nikki Cross last night, and it was a pretty good match. Probably my favorite women's match on SmackDown for these past few weeks. But you see that Sasha Banks is getting a little aggravated and getting put in matches that she doesn't want to be in when Bayley keeps putting her in it. So I think at maybe SummerSlam, Sasha Banks turns on Bayley. That'd be awesome right there. But Sasha Banks at number 4. Then going to number 3, it is AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan's segment. This was awesome to start off the show. AJ Styles was in the ring with the IC title podium, and then Renee Young. I do not have a Renee Young figure, but yeah, and they were standing right there, and Renee Young was going to announce the new IC champion, which is AJ Styles, but he wanted Daniel Bryan to do it, who he faced last week. So he wanted Daniel Bryan to put the IC title around his waist, so he did that, and he wanted him to say the congratulations, but Daniel Bryan did, but he didn't say it fully into the microphone. And then they got into this whole thing. Daniel Bryan was talking back to him, and then Matt Riddle makes his his WWE debut. Do not have Matt Riddle figure either. I mean, look at all these figures. These are my NXT pile, and I still don't have Matt Riddle figure, which I wish I did. But I will grab the Elite. But yeah. And these are my main roster guys, by the way, guys, and that's my legends. But yeah, figure collection to come soon. But and then Matt Riddle and AJ Styles got into this whole segment. So Matt Riddle took on AJ Styles. It was gonna be for the IC title, and then AJ Styles stopped him there and said no, he doesn't deserve it. Especially a guy with feet. He was just making Matt Riddle seemed like a failure. So AJ Styles took on Matt Riddle, and Matt Riddle didn't seem like a failure because he defeated AJ Styles. And that was actually at my number 2 moment. So number 3 was the AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan segment. And then at number 2, Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles. Oh my God. What a great match. I love that match. I probably loved it more than this Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles match. But they've been having so many good matches with AJ Styles. It's phenomenal. And then going at number 1, it was the end of the show. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt was at the Firefly Funhouse first, and then Strowman interrupted him, coming out in his entrance music, coming to the ring, and then Bray Wyatt still standing there, and then he turned to his olden days with his lantern, with his old hat, with his old cloth coat, and he said, "Run," and that's how they ended the show. He blew out the lantern, and that's a darn good way to end the show. And I was like, I had my mouth wide open when that show ended like that. I was like, oh my God, what a great show to end. So I don't know if Bray Wyatt's going to be taking him on in his regular way, in his old way, versus Braun Strowman, or The Fiend versus Braun Strowman. I don't know. We'll see, mate. We'll see. We just have to get more information on what this match will be like, because I think they will be taking each other on again in a rematch, and then I think Bray Wyatt will win this time, but I don't know what way he's going to win it. Is he going to win it in his, when he's holding that lantern, and then with the Wyatt family way, or the Fiend? But we'll see. But thank you for joining me here on Top 44 SmackDown, Episode 10, and I'll see you later, guys. Figure Wars.